My name is Carson Fortner. I am the owner of Pooler Karate. I was working with a family and they had a young lady who was, I believe, 3 years old. She was blind, partially blind, and couldn't talk, couldn't walk. And her mom asked me one day, hey, do you want to work with her? Try to see what you can get her to do. I said, sure. So I got her to walk for the first time, and I got her to talk for the first time. And so I was sort of hooked, after that. And I said, well, I'm gonna start a special needs karate program. And then I was hanging out in this restaurant by the old school called Stevie B's. And I saw this young man named Austin eating pizza with his dad.
Austin has Down syndrome, and him and his father was at a restaurant and came across, or Mr. Carson saw them and came up to them and said he'd like to work with your son.
And I walked up to him and I said, hey man, I would like the opportunity to teach your child. Absolutely no cost. I just want to work with him and see how it goes. So they came to the school, and man, that set us off. And he started picking it up really fast. And out of nowhere, I got a call from an organization called B&B. And they said, hey, we want to help you with your program. You send us any kid you get and we'll take care of it financially. So I was like, wow, that's amazing. So I started having an overflow of kids with different abilities come in, and I was able to tell them, hey, if you guys want to, all you got to do is fill out this paperwork and your karate will be completely covered.
Every week I get a call from a new special needs family that heard about us either on the news or an advertisement or something on Facebook, and they're shocked how much we work with special needs kids, no matter the level of their mobility or anything like that.
I am a mother of Nicholas Cruz, and we started here in October. He has cerebral palsy. The part of his brain that is damaged is the back lobe. Nicholas needs a lot of help with his balance and control, and I think karate is a good fit for that, to keep his muscles stretched out. Being able to do things that a normal child can do means the world.
My son, Maddox Davis, is in the Special Kicks program here at Pooler Karate. Maddox was born with a condition called encephalocele, which was repaired when he was 7 days old. That injury resulted in him having cerebral palsy. He also has a seizure disorder. So coming into the Pooler Karate School, the Special Kicks program, more specifically, has helped him basically with therapy. It is like physical therapy for him.
Maddox, we usually we try to take about the first 15 minutes. We'll try to pull him out the chair, get his body moving, things like that. We'll lay out some pads, get his core muscles going with some sit-ups. It's called a cheese mat. It folds out, okay, and it's got for tumble tracks and things like that, and just a lot of core muscles and things like that, getting moving around. At first, he wouldn't even look at me. Wouldn't really talk to me as much. Really wouldn't give me the light of day. But now, every Thursday, man, we get up and moving. We get going. We do our stuff.
Probably his favorite part about coming is just wheeling around the mat like it's a NASCAR track. He does do some of the karate moves, and he knows some of the forms, but a lot of the kicking and just the repetition really of what he's learned. Pooler Karate, what it means to me is that my child is included. There's not a lot of places or a lot of things that kids, that aren't typical children get to go to. This is a place where he gets to be included, and he feels just like all the other kids here.
I learned really fast that, unfortunately, a lot of those families with these awesome kids are used to being let down. Even in classes where you got a kid yelling or screaming or crying, they want to make sure that they're not doing anything that's out of the way for the other students. And I'm like, now we're to the point where this is part of what we're doing. If you ask what's the biggest part of Special Kicks, is helping others see these awesome kids and see that it's just the norm.
Me and Austin are the same rank, but he's been here way longer than I have. He's worked a lot harder than I have, to get where he is. Austin here, yeah, he does have Down syndrome, and he's been working here, I think it's been about 9 years.
I'll become a black belt. I'll be second degree black belt, and I'll be third degree black belt coming next.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The biggest thing parents will say is well, I'm just glad my kid gets to feel like he's in something that other kids is in, that he's normal. We're the ones that's not normal. Those kids are normal. And why? I mean, kids and adults, they're normal because they're happy all the time. They're smiling all the time. They are so encouraging to everyone.
To be an instructor for these Special Kicks guys, man, it's you could have like the worst day possible. You could rainy day, just terrible, man. And then you come in here and you kind of just forget all about that, and it's all about them, man. You really just count your blessings and realize how grateful like things really are.
They have a great program with special needs. I just can't express enough how much they've done for this group. They help them fit in with everybody, and they accept them. Everybody accepts them as just one of their own peers.
We're here just to help them out and bring them in, and as like a family.
I would say whether you have a special needs child or not, come in and see what it's about. Because if you're not here and you're not experiencing it, you're not feeling it, you know what I mean, then you're not gonna really understand it. Doing this over the past, I think 6 years now, we've got some great resources. It's not all about us. It's about how can we help these kids, these adults have better lives.
It's been the best thing that's ever happened to him. He says he would like to be an instructor someday. So you never know.
Yes, Randy's wrong.
You're strong, aren't you?
Yeah.